Can you show us your full attack strategy for Central Park? Yeah, let's go over one of my recent games. We'll go over this one, which was an absolute stomp. It's like a 5-minute game. But we'll check it out. So lower Celestial lobby was closer to a top 1000 because it's earlier in the season. So we're doing our typical flank here, right? Your typical rollout. I kind of take a second, listen to who they have as DPS, and realize that I can go for a pretty safe flank here. We get set up in the back like normal. The enemy team already starts to turn around for us here, right? They know we're in their backline. Their Blade's looking at us. Their Moon Knight's looking at us. They're getting some awareness here. Their Gambit knows we're over here. They all kind of start to turn around, and this takes pressure off of our front line. So just the very, very normal flank. Nothing super special about that. We extend our webs out to the point to cover a little more space. Make sure the enemy has less area to play in, less to back up into. Start to pepper their supports. So here, I hear the audio for their Punisher shooting my nest on this back side here. So he kills the team up nest, and because I know what he's doing, this isn't a safe place for me to be anymore, because if his team gets a little bit more aggressive, they can pinch me back in this point and I'm dead. So what I do is I go ahead and I break my own nest for my main nest, and I move back to point with my team so I don't get pinched here, right? We set up our nest on point because teams walked all the way on. What happened over here? Let's see. I think we got a pick on the Punisher that was actually pressuring us from the backside with some of our mines. Yep, he's coming around from the backside. Walks directly on a bunch of mines. Super, super easy there. And that kind of guarantees us first point here. So we do clear the point here, and I set up both of my nests because I hit tab and saw that they swapped to Strange the portal. We immediately kill their Punisher again once he jumps through. I avoid the Moon Knight ult. It's very typical stuff. We do really, really well against, portals just because our nest can be set up behind and are still a threat. But we take first point. Very typical for Central Park. After this, you see I'm in quite a rush to go set up on our next position, and that's going to be this room right here. I make sure to use my mines on cooldown, so I already have some set up. Here, I remember this match pretty well. I knew their team got bad spawn a little bit here, so their Punisher and a few others were behind. And we get some picks there on their Punisher and their Moon Knight. So with that, I don't need to use this position. This is just a perfect game. Any other game that's going a little bit rougher is just going to play slower than this, right? We're going to use this position to take all of this space until we're ready to move up to the next point. But here we get to skip this point this time because our team's playing extremely well. The enemy team's staggered. We go to our next area, right? We go and set up around the gate here. So our Groot has his Ironwood wall up. We set up both of our nests. We extend webs over. Very simple stuff. We don't need to be super in the fight here. We just need to be playing for the checkpoint. That's all that I care about. So I set up some mines on this left side because I understand that my team has this side covered. I've got my webs over here, so they have an easy way to get in and out with a little bit of a speed boost. And my supports get some self-heals, and they're going to play around that. But while I'm setting up these mines, I turn around to go back and help my team. All of a sudden, Punisher's coming back out to contest, right? He goes to shoot my nest. He dies to mines. Again, very unlucky game for this Punisher. Very unfortunate. I see he dies. I go ahead and remine that spot with 3 mines. Just enough to have a little kill potential there. But team's doing everything we need. Card's pushing itself. Our rocket's just chilling back on it. We're not worried about anything here, right? We get their Punisher again somehow because our Groot's playing extremely aggressive. I see that their team is getting ready to pressure us here. They're ready to stop the cart. They're ready for a fight. But I also know that they're a 5v6, so I can also play extremely aggressive during this point. They start to pop ults. Our Mantis pops ult. I wait out the mag ult, and then it's my turn. And I'm able to enable our team with the speed boost and heals from the webs to where we're just able to be extremely aggressive here and walk right in on their team.
We make quite a team. Destroyed that on.
We do get the checkpoint. We get a couple more picks. And what am I doing? I'm moving up immediately to take more space. This is perfect because we cleared their team right when we got the checkpoint. That's going to allow us to go all the way up to the top of these stairs here and start getting set up. So you'll see again, I'm in a rush to get my web set up, to get my nest put down so they can start producing as many spider mines as possible to have huge damage potential here. So if you see this match, we didn't have to fight for any of this space, and we also didn't have to fight for any of this space just because of where we played up and how aggressive we played into the enemy team staggered. So I get all three of my webs extended all the way out here, so I take as much space as I possibly can while playing my life. I want you to take a second and just see what my Groot's up to over here during this stage. Go ahead and fast forward a little. He takes his time. He's playing Fortnite in the middle of the match. That's how bad we're running these guys down. Anyways. They do end up killing my nest, so I have to back out a little bit and play a little more safely. But again, we've got the cart all the way pushed up here. It's time for us to have another fight. What happens? Our Groot from the top ropes onto a Moon Knight ult. We'll go back to my perspective here.
Systems restoring.
Their Punisher dies during ult. Again, a really, really tough game for this Punisher. I'm going to go ahead and put down some mines on the stairs. I'm going to reset up my nests here. And we've capped. We have 4 minutes and 1 second left for the next push if they make it into a double overtime. So we have more time than we started with originally. The enemy team does end up forfeiting here, but that's really it. Those are the main checkpoints for attacking on Central Park. This is a perfect game, right? It couldn't have gone any better. We couldn't have really pushed any faster than we did. Any game that you have, when it gets more difficult, it's going to play exactly like this. It's just going to play a little bit slower. You're still going to play around the same exact points that I just did, the same exact hold positions, and the same play style. Hope this helps you out. Good luck in your games.